Amen. And please like and subscribe to my channels. Women do too. I want to talk about. Make sure you push your notification button because sometimes I'm hearing that they'll take you off notifications just because they must not want to pay. All right. Okay. Anyway, I want to tell you how women perceive 99% of men. Um, with the exception of the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, Nori Muhammad, Riza Islam, um, and Tony Gaskins. Y'all notice that I'm saying mostly Muslims because that lets you know, women, that the Nation of Islam is having some pretty good brothers over there. So y'all might want to go to them if y'all want that different percentage of men. And my guy, so I have to give it up to him too as well. So anyway, women often perceives a man's ejaculation as a symbol of his power, vitality, and value. That means that women think that these men have a come high, and that your come high is God to you guys, and that's all you care about. Or if that's not all you care about, that's the most important thing in your life. But it represents not only his physical essence, but also his identity. This perspective is rooted in biological and emotional significance of male reproductive ability. For many women, this understanding leads to a sense of control in a relationship. They may withhold intimacy from you. So they may say, "Oh, I know what he like or what he need, so I'm gonna act like I don't want to give it to him just so I can control him and he can do what I say." So anytime a woman withholds sex from you, she think that's the most important thing to you, and she see a weakness in you. And if you are doing whatever you got to do to make it right just to get that, then you are weak to sex. And I'm talking about you. And you need to reevaluate yourself and start having more um, power over yourself. Okay? This dynamic highlights how deeply intertwined sexual relationships are with emotional connections and power dynamics. Okay? When we observe behavior in relationships, it's important to note that many women adopt a more seductive persona, not solely to attract the other men. This shift is often a reflection of what they perceive men desire. The pressure to conform to certain ideals of femininity can lead women to alter their appearance and behavior in ways that they think will appeal to men, ultimately mirroring male expectations and desires. So, I want y'all men to try something. Especially the ones that has a lot of women that love them or like them. Start liking on women's pictures that's super skinny, and watch how you influence on how the person thinks of themselves. I mean, I need a lot of you men to do this. Just start liking so many women's pictures that's super skinny or natural. And all the girls that has the BBLs or any girl that's bigger is gonna feel some type of way if she like you, and she gonna start posting, "Oh, I'm going to the gym. Oh, I'm losing weight." Watch how much power you have over these females, because we watch you, we study you, we are nurturers. So how can we be a nurturer if we don't understand what you like and what you need? We know everything about you. A woman to know more about you than yourself if she stay around you long enough. Okay, so we just need to have higher expectations as women for ourselves, and worry about the man's absolute needs and necessities instead of worrying about his desires. Okay, so the current cultural climate is contributing to a rise in confusion, anxiety among women. Many are grappling with the pressure to embody both traditional roles and modern expectations. So we don't know if we should be the wife in the house or we should be out here trying to be seductive just so we can keep your focus on us. This duality can lead to feelings of inadequacy, especially when societal standards shift rapidly. As women attempt to navigate these pressures, the result can be a sense of disconnection from their true selves, leading to anxiety about their identities and roles in relationships. That's why women are just so wild and crazy right now. You will see a perfect, beautiful woman that work all the time and take care of business, but then she'll be acting like a hoe on social media. Like she don't know what woman she should be, because she trying to make y'all look at her or pay attention to her, and she trying to figure out, you know, why when she is a good self and pure self, she can't keep no man. So she try the other way, and she gonna realize that y'all don't even know what y'all want sometimes. And that's why it's good to have a strong woman to help direct you and know your path, so you can know your path and know your worth, because a lot of times men don't even know their worth. And this is why they do that, because they don't know their worth. They need somebody to let them know how special they are and why they're so special. A female that can break stuff down and make them understand it a little better. Okay, so these issues can affect motherhood. Women who feel overwhelmed by societal pressure may struggle to be nurturing and inspiring to their kids. The stress and confusion about their roles can impact their parenting style and emotional availability for their children. They may not want to be at home, or they might be on social media all day because they trying to figure out what the man that they likes. So they watching your posts, watching who you likes, pictures, all type of stuff. They're just trying to figure you out. They become a product of their emotions, and they start saying, "Okay, I want to watch everything he do so I can figure out him." And they're not there for their children. These are weak women. Weak women will transform for a weak man, you know? And powerful women won't even date no weak men. You got to know something. You got to have some kind of structure when you messing with a powerful woman. This cycle of anxiety and discontent can ripple through families, creating environments where children may feel unsupported or uncertain about their own identities. And this is where the confusions come in, where they don't know who they are, what they are, if they're a cat, they're a dog, what kind of sexuality they are. They don't even know who they are. They don't even know their role because nobody was able to teach them. Because most of the women is having babies by men that ain't even gonna be around. So they don't never have no father figure. And the girl is trying to chase her identity herself. So she can't give nobody else no identity. Okay, despite these challenges, many women deeply care about their relationships with men. Even when they don't vocalize their feelings and act like they don't want no man, oh, I'm gonna be single for life. I don't care about no man. That's because they don't trust you. They don't trust you, brother. They don't trust you with their feelings and their emotions to give them all to you. So they some of them are too weak to deal with um when you're not all the way right, or you make a mistake, or they just can't handle it, and they know they can't handle it, so they stay away from it. Some people ain't built tough. Their actions often reveal a strong desire to connect and support their partners. This emotional investment can sometimes be overlooked, leading to misunderstandings between male and female. It's essential for men to recognize this silent devotion and appreciate the complexity of women's emotions. Okay, so just test it out, y'all. Go on y'all social medias and start liking positive stuff, and whatever you start liking, I don't care if it's somebody in a library, always reading a book or something. Just anything. A person gonna be like, oh, I went to the bookstore today. A woman is going, if she watching you, you're going to be able to tell. Men often express difficulty in finding compatibility partners, um, but they have the potential to influence the type of women they attract by watching what you're doing, holding yourself accountable, and knowing that whatever you posting or you liking or you doing, that woman or whoever that you like is gonna come into picture. The mind is a powerful thing. So if you thinking that way, and if you thinking toxic stuff or sexually desired things only, then that stuff is gonna come into picture, and it's always gonna be a problem in your life. By embodying qualities such as integrity, self-esteem, and respect for themselves and their relationship, men can create an environment that fosters healthier connections. This transformation starts with personal development, okay? And self control, which not only improves their relationships, but also sets a positive example, okay? Being a man of great character and self respect can make one incredibly attractive to a potential partners. Women are drawn to men who demonstrate confidence and emotional maturity. So if you are totally different than most men, huh, all women, when I say all women, including the married ones, gonna like you and gonna wish that they had a man just like you. It don't have to be you because we don't want nobody else's man, but we want a good man just like you. So it is so rare that you're gonna be liked more than any man in this world once you can have self control. When men prioritize um, the well-being and cultivate sense of purpose, they inherently become more desirable. This is because these traits are often associated with stability, security, and a strong foundation of relationships. Okay. Self control and discipline can lead to greater satisfaction in romantic relationships. When men practice restraint and manage their impulses, they can foster deeper emotional connection rather than purely physical interactions. So, when you hold that stuff in, the person that you got in your face, you're gonna want them all the time. Some people have a high sexual nature, you know, some people have a high sexual nature and they can just keep going until they get older and stuff start working like that. But if you older or if you can't keep going and keep going and keep going, um, your woman is gonna be able to tell when you your sexual patterns. So if you want a deeper connection with that woman, you just need to sustain abstinence unless you with her. And if you are a man that's single and and, and you want to have self control when you have a relationship, then you can't be acting on your impulses and when your sack is full. You just can't. This approach not only enriches their own lives, but also contributes positively to their partner's experiences, creating a more balanced dynamic in the relationship. Okay? The spiritual aspect of being a man of virtue cannot be overlooked. Huh. This is so serious. Many believe that being by living with gratitude and respect for oneself and others, individuals that do this attract blessings and grace, and that's true because I really done, you know, conquered myself, and I have been gracefully picked by God, and He has been showing out. Okay. And I know I was a mess. This sense of purpose and moral integrity can create a ripple effect, positively impacting not only personal relationship but also broader community, such as lifestyle, um, foster sense of fulfillment and harmony in life. So most of the people that keep messing around with other women and doing all this stuff, they just don't feel fulfilled. They feel like there's a hole somewhere, there's a gap somewhere, and they just not happy. Okay? But how can your community respect you if your own wife and kids and family don't? The people that's closest to you don't respect you. Your community gonna find out why, and because they don't care about you like your wife and your kids do, they'll out you. And this is why so many people are being exposed because the people that don't love you, they gonna expose you. Okay. The interplay between men and women is intricate and profound. By understanding and addressing these dynamics, both men and women can work towards healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Men have the power to shape the types of women they attract by doing or having qualities of strength, respect, and self control, leading to a deeper emotional connection and more harmonious existence. So everything will be in balance once you can control yourself. Some of y'all ain't nothing wrong with y'all at all, but y'all sexual desires. You work all the time, you take care of business, you good men, and you help out with everything. You very respectful, but then you got this demon on you, and that's the only thing that's wrong with you. Everything else you checking, every box, but these sexual desires you have, and you can't conquer them. The hardest task is when you get full. When your sack get full and you can control yourself, that's the test. So that's another thing that y'all need to do exercises on. When your stuff is full, test yourself and see if you can conquer your own self. And once you do that, you're gonna see abundance of love from God and respect from everybody, your community, your family. Once your community see how your wife looking at you smiling every day and just be happy, they gonna always test it. Your boys gonna test you. You wonder if they really your boys because you'll tell them that you happy and they'll look at you like, oh, okay, we're gonna see how happy he is and throw something at you, send you texts and stuff. And for the men that send texts, why would you want your dude to be hard while they texting you? Like you sending them a message, they sending you a message, you get hard while you texting them. That's weird. Okay. So don't you can't send no brother from the nation of Islam that's solid, nothing like that. They gonna say, don't send me that. I'm faithful, and they ain't even gonna be messing around with people that's like that. So I'm telling you, women, if you want more solid men and you tired of all this crap that's going on with these men, find you a brother, a real brother from the nation of Islam that's really acting on that title, that's not scared to be different. And men, if you are like this and you don't have self control over your sexual desires, I encourage you to find some men that do that do have control over themselves, and watch how it's easy for them now. It's gonna be hard at first. It's easy to act, but when you go in that house and you do it and you just feel less than a man after you do it, especially if you're trying not to do it. It's gonna be hard, but you can do it. You can do it. Just try it. Just start getting around people that is faithful. Stop being around the friends that's not. Um, that's that toxic part in you that still want to hang around the people that's not because y'all been knowing each other for so long. That don't mean nothing. You outgrow that person was only for that season. You gotta get rid of them. You can't die with them. Wouldn't you want to surround yourself with all the good people that you know that you trying to be like, instead of the people that's going to taint your spirit or cost you a relationship with your God? It ain't right. That's that toxic part in you that's telling you, I need to stay around this dude because he fun, and I never know what can happen with my relationship, and I don't want to stop messing with my guys, and then I want some kind of connection to that bad side or that outside world. Got to give it up, bruh. You got to give it up, and you got to believe in it. But you can wait for a minute if you want to and get in a relationship. But chances are, if you're not willing to give it up because you know where you're going or you're trying to go, then it's going to be hard to give it up when you're in a relationship and you know it's good for you. When you know that woman is the best thing you ever had and she going to take care of everything for you and be there for you, you know. And even if you don't know for sure, you know more and you more secure in how she love you than your boy love you. So you just gotta know that it's time to grow up and get out of that old lifestyle. in that old way of thinking because you might be blocking your blessings. You probably could acquire way more if you just, hey, I'm not with that. And check them right away. Hey, I'm in a relationship. Don't send me nothing like that. Don't talk about that. Check them right away. They will not play with you, but your credit will go up with everybody. You will be the most rarest and the most wanted man in the world. Trust me. I know I'm a woman and I know that we don't believe in men and we don't think there's men like that out here. But the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, Nori Muhammad, Tony Gaskins, big people like that, like they're too and few. So be a different man today. Change your whole life. Be the most desirable man. You can go from, in God's grace, you can do anything. Okay? So this is not only going to make you a different type of man and show you self control and self discipline, but it's going to put you in favor of God and everybody else because people going to trust you, especially if they don't think that they can play with you. All right, but I'm finna get off of here. I gotta go to work. I love you all, and I always try to drop gems down, and I'm just trying to let y'all know how women really perceive men. This is the world how they do. Women care about what men think, otherwise they wouldn't do the stuff they do. You're not dressing if they ain't in no relationship with no woman. They really want a man. They just don't believe in y'all. You can soften a man, even a stud, if a dominant man that's really about that life and take care of business and he a real good man, come up on a stud, she gonna get soft. We want a man and we love men. We just want y'all to do better. So y'all do better. So some of y'all, these women out here that's good women, if you can't find no good woman, you ain't looking for them. Your actions and your how you talk and how you look is saying that you want a hoe. So that's what you getting. So if you can't find no good woman, you ain't looking for one, and you ain't acting like you want one, and that's the problem. So once you change who you are and how you think, you're gonna see way more. And what you usually look around them. Whatever you usually look at, don't look at them no more. Every quality that you look for a woman right now, change it and say, oh, that's what I usually look at. I'm finna look at something else now. Oh, I usually date this sign, this birth date. I'm not messing with nobody that sign. Try different stuff and carry yourself as a man and don't let no woman control you from sex. Your sexual desires, weakness. Oh, I'm taking you to a strip club. Oh, you want this, you want a threesome? Nope. And not with the person that you're trying to be with. It ain't gonna work out. Trust me. Don't let them fool you. Cause if they can trick you with that, they gonna be happy they conquered you, but they gonna look at you like this dude is weak as F. Okay? Weak. So don't let no woman play you like that, bruh. At all. Have a good one. Y'all have a good one and make sure you're sipping it slow.